Welcome back to the Road Show on this Wednesday. This morning in the Buzz, this is just a crazy story. We've been talking about it all morning long. Listen to this. A New Hampshire man has to go to court, and he's got to fight a speeding ticket that he got while he was rushing his very pregnant wife to the hospital. Here's what happens. His name is John Coughlin. He and his wife, Angela, were on their way to a medical center when Angela's water broke and the baby started to come out. John says that he didn't realize how fast he was driving when the state trooper tried to pull him over. John, of course, did not want to stop, so he called 911 and take a listen to the call.
I'm being pulled over by a cop, but my wife's in labor. Her water just broke. I'm just on my way to the hospital. You can hear her screaming. I gotta get her.
Can you imagine the dilemma? All right, but that is not all. The trooper escorted the couple to the hospital. Angela delivered baby Kyle 6 minutes after she got there. They got a congratulations from the trooper, but they also got a speeding ticket for going more than 100 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Well, the Coughlins are kind of upset. They say the baby's life could have been in danger if they didn't make it to the hospital in time. Take a look.
I'm being pulled over by a cop, but my wife's in labor. Her water just broke. I'm just on my way to the hospital. You can hear her screaming. I gotta get her.
We wanted to run it again for effect because clearly that is quite the dilemma. Now, court hearing has been set for next Monday.
I think the police officer should listen to the 911 call.
I know.
Maybe he'd realize what kind of situation the husband was in.
Here's the thing, though. So, police officer, on the side of the road. Here's the thing. I am going to come to the trooper's defense for a minute because we've all been there where we've been pulled over for speeding.
Not me.
Okay, maybe not everybody. I've gotten a few in my day. It's been a little while. But, I've had every excuse. I'm rushing to work or I'm late to go to the mall or,
and then
whatever.
Then after you get pulled over, you go, don't you know who I am?
Never will I ever do that in my life. I did get pulled over, though, for speeding a year ago after I did the morning show, and I was all like, listen, I've been at work for a long time, I'm really tired, and he was like,
whatever, 200.
However, Mr. Police Officer, I hadn't had a ticket in many years, and in Rhode Island, after 3 years, you get it wiped clean. Yep. So back to the story, though. So the trooper was indeed doing his job.
Correct.
Would you not agree?
Oh, I totally would agree. How does he know that there's someone in that car that's got a pregnant wife that's in labor? But, after the fact, I think you've got to, you got to consider, there's some things, I guess, where you can break the law. It's an emergency. What are you going to pull over and call an ambulance?
Right. But I'm all for that, of course. What are you supposed to do? Your wife is in labor. However, your wife is in labor, so you shouldn't be driving over 100 miles an hour because now you're putting all of you at risk.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Everyone in the car, plus people in the other car as well. So of course, they want to get to the hospital because the baby is in danger and it's coming out and everything. But at the same time, one slight move of the steering wheel going that fast.
Here's the other thing, though. Patrick and I have lived in New Hampshire, so more than likely they're probably on like 89 somewhere, and there probably wasn't a single car around, right?
There's probably a lot of deer. There's more deer on the road than cars. But I will say this.
Who actually do more damage.
I have, exactly, it's true. I have a couple kids, you do too, and I'm about to have another one. Well, I'm not going to have it, but my wife is in a couple weeks. And I can tell you right now, if I'm in that situation, there's not a lot of time to sit around and think about, boy, should I be going the speed limit when my wife's in you heard that lady. It sounded like
the baby's crowning. It's
go ahead and speed, but 80.
Maybe not 100.
That's okay. Maybe not over 100.
But you know what? Sometimes in those situations, it's sometimes better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So I think I gotta put myself in this situation. I understand why the police officer did what he did, but after the fact, congratulations, here's your present. And if we do an update on this next week after the hearing, I would venture to bet that
Judge
something
will dismiss it.
Absolutely.
All right, so Courtney, people talking about this is really a crazy dilemma they were put through, right?
It is. We just posted it on Facebook not too long ago, and just so many people have commented faster than some of our other buzzes, so we'll get to those. We'll start on the live blog, and they actually think he should have gotten ticketed, so we'll hear from them. This is from Anthony. He says it's a touchy situation. Baby could have been in danger, so get there as fast as you can, but 105 is over overdoing it. Joe Butera says he should get a ticket. This was not a life or death situation, and because of his stupid actions, he put not only himself, his wife, and baby in danger, and others on the road. Here's the poll right underneath the live blog on foxprovidence.com. Should the husband rushing his pregnant wife to the hospital been ticketed? A, yes, he put her and others in danger. B, no, it was a unique emergency situation. We've got about 13 comments on our Facebook page, and Amanda Smith said even though he broke the law, he did it for the right reasons. The ticket should be waived and the charges should be dropped. And Alina adds to this and says, where's her comment here? There's so many of them. Okay, she says, yes, I think he should receive the ticket. Yes, he was driving at speeds that certainly would or could have endangered everyone, but I do think when he goes to court, they should dismiss it. So they do like the way the trooper had handled this situation, but as Patrick said, we'll see what happens next week. And we will see what you all say in today's web poll at the end of the show.